Well, Jody, tell me, what are the main difficulties that people that want to write their book are facing, and
Yeah,
how are you gonna help them with that?
yeah. So that's a great question because the mind, the inner critic, can get in all the time to stop us from taking any kind of action, whether it's writing a book, whether it's uh, going and saying something important to someone, meaningful. Yeah, I love you, for example. It can get in the way of everything, and it's like this block, right? And it's based on conditioning and programming and trauma stuff from childhood, as many of you will know. So what happens is that when we go, okay, we have this impetus, we have this feeling, this inspiration, this impulse. I want to write this book. I've got this medicine to share with the world. I've got these codes. I've got this guidance, this intuition. My higher self is telling me you need to put this on paper. You need to get this out there. You need to share your message, and then yet it's like, but how, when, where, but I'm not good enough. So we have all these ideas pop up then in our minds that we're not good enough. So that we call this imposter syndrome, okay? And it's a very, very familiar syndrome in the personal growth space and the coaching space, but you may not be aware of it in terms of authoring and writing because it's not so much talked about, but it's absolutely there, and it's actually really relevant because it's an identity shift when we move from being a non-author, someone who hasn't written a book, to an author. Like, it's a big thing, and there's a lot of fear attached to that. There's a lot of frustration or anxiety around, am I worthy of this accolade, this privilege to have written a book? Is my do my words have any value and meaning, right? Or is it just waffle, right? So the kind of what will often be the case is that we'll talk ourselves out of it. We'll think, well, who wants to read what I've written anyway? Like, what have I got to say?
Someone else has written the same, or
Other people, have said it before me. I've got nothing original. There will be all this mental chatter. There are also reasons and excuses why not to do it, because it's stepping out of comfort zones. It's stepping out of this place of the familiar and the safe, which is the same old, into newness, into growth, into shift and change, and that's going to create a rattle. It's going to rattle the cage, and it's going to create movement, and also it's resistance, right? Resistance to the change.
I was going to say it's
right?
Resistance. We all have resistance.
Because it's something different to what we know, and so it's the unknown, and it's uncertain, and it could, be painful, right? So that's also sound effects included. Painful. It's because it's unknown, and will people love us in our new identity? Having written this book, when we've poured our heart and soul into it, then it's particularly vulnerable and sensitive. And we're more visible, we're more vulnerable. So then if it flops, or it's a failure, or people don't like it, then how will we navigate that? How will we negotiate that reality? And so then there's all the reasons, and then the excuses, and then, okay, well, I won't do it, or I'll put it off till tomorrow. I'll put the writing off till tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week.
Procrastination.
Delay, energy of delay. Next year, I'm busy. I'm too busy to do it now. Really good one. Really, really good one.
Being busy.
Too busy. Oh no, I don't have the time. Haven't got the time. I can't fit it into the day. Yet you can fit Netflix into the day. Yet you can fit chatting with your boring friend into the day. Yet you can, for example. Yet you can fit doom scrolling on your phone into the day, but absolutely can't. So these are, they're really just excuses, and they're defense mechanism for the ego. to
Completely.
continue the status quo in our lives and the familiar comfort reality.
So,
But then we don't have the shift, we don't have the change, we don't have the impact.
and as it's been 4 minutes, now can you tell me how you're gonna help people overcome these main problems we all face as resistance?
Yeah. So it's about getting out of the head and into the heart, out of the mind and into the body. So, for example, we work with movement, the breath, and also just really tapping in to higher self, the higher self wisdom and knowledge, and having discipline and accountability. So that's what we work with in the mentorship, actually, is having this discipline, our writing discipline, of writing so many words a day, and also accountability. So if we know that we're going to be asked, did we do it? Did we? And how did it go? And then we're like, oh well, I didn't do it. And then, well, how come you didn't do it? Etc. Right? So there's that, and creating this practice and unblocking the flow, because the flow is blocked. The mind is in control, and we're basically moving that aside. We're melting that down with the fire of our passion and our inspiration and certainty. And I am a published author, and so I've done it, and we're doing it together. So it's this energy of momentum as well that helps us move through it. And of course you invest your time and your money, right? And when we've made an investment, a significant investment, we're so much more in it than using our excuses, going back to I'm too busy, or the more unconscious fears like I'm not enough.
Exactly.
Because, well, I invest in it for myself, and I choose myself.
Money is energy. So where you put your money, you put your energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And your attention.
To follow. It's a way to help you follow.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to invest in a mentorship and then not show up.
Exactly. You don't.
Right? And
you have to commit.
Yeah, and that's your attention. Your attention is following your intention, which is, I want to have this big impact. I want to create this book, write it, publish it, and download my higher self, my medicine, my soul codes, so that I help shift the collective frequency and impact others' lives and bring them to a higher level of reality.
So yeah, the intention is to deliver your book to the world, and the mentorship, if I understand well, is a container that really helps the intention to be watered and to be like a seed that to grow and to become the book you need to deliver to the world. Exactly.
And a wise person once said to me, you only water the garden that you think will grow. And if you think you have potential, if you think you want to have impact, and if you believe in yourself on some level, then you're going to water that. And if you invest in a mentorship like this one, like Unleash the Book Within, then you are saying, I say yes to this, and you're watering the garden. And we're creating this momentum for watering that garden and helping it grow into this beautiful garden that we believe we want to experience, and we believe it can happen.
I really see that. I just want to finish with this metaphor of the seed. Like, you bring this environment. You can have a good seed, but in a good environment, you produce like a beautiful tree. And in another hand, if you have this beautiful seed, but you don't have it in a nice environment where there is water, where there is too much sun, for example, well, it's not going to grow. And I feel like it's like, in one hand we have your program and your mentorship, where it's a safe container for the seed to grow, and another hand we have this society that pushes us to believe many kind of self-doubts we have inside us, and that keep like triggering us, like, yeah, that's true, I'm not enough, yeah, that's true, let's do it another day, that's true, I have to answer to this, and I have to do that, and I have to do that because I have to and not because I want to, so it's like also like helping the seed to grow thanks to this shift of paradigm.
So true. That's beautifully put. A beautiful reflection. Thank you. Yeah. It really is. It's this creating this environment and taking that action towards your growth and your purpose and your passion, and making it happen for yourself, because ultimately it's down to you. I create the container, and
Exactly.
for you to step in there and for you to take your power, claim your power, own your authority and your medicine, and make it happen and deliver the baby of your book into the world, rather than just thinking about it
Yeah.
and putting it off to next year or next month.
And trusting it will happen. If you don't take the decision, it won't happen. So yeah.
It's so true. So
So
you're
this is one of your first decisions. That's what I really feel and
Yeah.
believe.
beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, pleasure. Thank you, Jody. And thank you for listening. More info, please put DM on the comments. More info, please, put interested in the comments or write me or Jody directly.
Yeah, or if there's a link, just click on
Click
the
in the
link
link.
below. Thank you so much.
Okay.